Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to turn an augmented matrix into its row echelon form. You do this by performing the 3 elementary row operations. If you don't know how to do that, please watch my previous video which demonstrates what each of these operations do. Right? So moving forward, in this matrix there's many ways to do it. You can perform any row operation to reach your goal. But the goal is to get a 1 here, a 1 here, and a 1 here, and zeros underneath this. Okay? So, one operation you could do, it's the first one I'm going to do personally, like I said, you could do any operation, is I'm going to swap these 2 rows. So I'm going to switch row 1 with row 2, and that's going to give me 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 10, 3, 10, 6, 2. Alright, and so what I did was I swapped this row with this row, as you can see in this part of the matrix. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is you'd want to make these guys 0. Sorry, I forgot to mention, the reason I swapped these rows is to make a leading 1 go up here. Okay? So, like I mentioned now, you're going to change this guy into a 0. And how you do that is by taking a multiple of 3 from row 1 and adding it to this guy. Multiple of -3, I'm sorry. So, row 1, multiple of -3, and add it to row 2. So, -3 times 1, add it to 3, that would be 0. So, I'm just going to fill in the rest of it. Okay. -3 multiplied by 3 is -9, added to 10 is 1. -3 multiplied by 1 added to 0 is -3. -3 times 2 is 6. -6 added to 3 is -3. This row remains the same. Alright, so now we see we've got a 0 here and a 1 here, fortunately. Alright, and so the next thing you'd like to do is get another 0 down here, because you'd like to clear and make this 1 and 0, 0. Okay, and you do that by taking multiple of -2 from row 1 and adding it to this guy. So, -2 row 1 and add it to row 3. So, multiple of I'm going to write out the numbers, the previous numbers. 3, 1, 2, -3, 3, 1, and 0. Alright, so a multiple of -2 times 1, that's -2, added to 2 is now 0. -2 times 3 is -6. You add it to 6, and that's 0. Once again. -2 times 1, that's -2, and you add it to 4. That's 2. And -2 times 2, that's -4, and you add it to 2, which is -2. And now, as you can see, we got zeros down here, and we got 2 1s. Now, the only last thing we really have to do is to change this guy to a 1. And you can do that by performing the last elementary row operation, which is just taking a multiple of a row. And in this case, you just take a multiple of 1/2. So you row 3 multiplied by 1/2. Okay? So 1, 3, 1, 2, 0, 1, -3, 0, 0. So 0 divided by half, it's still 0. 0 divided by half again, it's 0. 2 multiplied by half is 1. Negative 2 multiplied by half is negative 1. And this is the row echelon form for this matrix. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this video, and there will be more to come.